Hey, tech fans, how you doing? Well, um, I guess there's something else we got to worry about now. I was working on that before I decided to even talk about it with anybody. Um, so we have to be careful with the recovery, you know. So I don't know. It could be we don't know which country is doing it. And I don't know if everybody's affected. So you get a message in your Gmail about recovery. You get permission to another person to have recovery from you, but you didn't do that. But there's two things you can do. You don't want to ignore it. I saw one pop up for Instagram, but that an Instagram account, I don't even use it. But um, but still, um, just make sure when you go into your account, because everybody has an account, you go into your account, go into security and privacy, and make sure there's nothing linked to your. Um, they change it. It's called linked apps. Make sure there's nothing linked to your account. Okay. If you have a Google TV and want to talk to it, yeah, Gemini will be linked to your TV. Um, just have to make sure. What do you need linked to your account? Okay. Some people don't have nothing. That's good. Okay. Back on the other side now, what about all these other things? Now, I was going over this with Gemini. I said, gee, what else should we do here? This is kind of weird, you know? And, should we ignore it or should we pay attention? So, all the smart features of your email. But before you just hit remove smart features, make sure you check the individual ones off, okay? Anything says smart, that's the printer. Yeah, so you check each one off. You turn them off. Okay. Then you hit um, you turn off smart features. Okay. Now you might notice that one of them might be triggered on. Yeah, maybe I don't know, but it's off. So I just noticed that. Now there's two ways of doing this. You can go into your phone if you have mobile, Android or Google, whatever it is you have, maybe even Apple. You go in there and you can go to each account, whatever account you have for your mail. Okay, it's handled a little differently. So you select your name and then you see a bunch of things and you go into general settings and you go in there and you look down the list until you see the smart settings. Okay. And you just do each one individually. Now, what I've noticed is if you go back on the PC side, you can go into Gmail and, if you go in there and you click on all the settings, so you click on that little looks like a gear button. It's a gear thing. You click on that and you click on all the settings as a button. It's like a text. It says general settings, and you click on that. I can't show you because then I'm showing you my account, so I'm just telling you. And you go on there and go down the list until you see the smart stuff. Okay, uh, whatever says smart, uncheck it, uncheck it, uncheck it. Okay, but don't check the ones disable smart features yet because you got to make sure you uncheck everything. But if you've done it on the phone, you'll notice that it's already done on the PC. So we're just double checking. That's about it. And hit save. And make sure on the phone, look and see if there's any save. I think it does it automatically, but on the PC, you have to hit save. Okay. And that's it. Or it does it automatically for you. When you uncheck all the features, it'll reset Gmail, and you can go back into the gear box and click on the settings, all the settings. See all the settings, and you go right back in there, and you see if it's disabled, and then that's it. It's a shame that we have to go through all this stuff, but that we have to protect ourselves. Like I said, if you see something suspicious coming in, you can turn off the Wi-Fi or turn off the LAN. You should have a button to turn off the whole network in the house. This is a case of emergency. Say you something goofed, or somebody trying to attack. You know, have one button, turn everything off. If you can do that, it's hard. I understand because everybody environment is different. You can't run to the server room or contact the server room and turn it off. Like that, or unplug the PC. You know, just unplug it. Shut it down because you want to cut off the connection that's coming in. You have to. Yeah. Be careful. Any email you get, anything suspicious, especially on the cell phone too, don't you don't have to respond. Okay. Because on the cell phone you have RCS. That's the new security one. Before you had SMS, systems messaging system. It's systems messaging system. Okay, then you have MMS, which is multimedia uh, messaging system. But the thing is that I don't accept multimedia. Yeah, so turn that off. Try to set up your cell phones as well and protect yourselves too. If you don't know who's calling, don't answer it. They use spoof. You can copy the number and put it into there's a site for robot calls. This type of robot calls. Make sure it looks legit. It should just say, put the phone number, hit search, and it'll come up and tell you if anybody else reported the problem. Because before we could do lookup and we'll know who called, but everything's changed now. So this is what we're dealing with. You don't have to pay for anything. Okay. I don't know if Gemini. I guess Gemini can do certain things, but it's very limited what it can do. But be careful. Emails, SMS messaging. You don't have to pick up your cell phone if you don't know who the caller is. If you don't recognize the call, and a lot of you might have voicemail set up. It might be time to turn that off or don't use it. Or never set it up. Never, don't say, "Hey, this is so and so. Leave a message." Don't say nothing because then they know what your name is if they're calling. You don't know who's calling. You don't know what's going on. If they can't get you, they'll stop calling. You might live with your phone on your hip. That means you take it with you and you're always on it. Maybe you text a lot. If you know who you're texting, you know who you're calling. You should have a list of people. Okay, there's software, third-party software. You have to pay for it though. It's not. It's like yearly or monthly, uh, and it would block everything. So it would only have the people you know on that list that you could talk to. Anybody else like unknowns, private, no number, but your area code where you live. That's a prefix. Okay, that number. Okay, it's area code and then the prefix number, which is a similar number. But you'd be surprised how many companies are using spoofing those numbers. So whatever area, wherever you live, they take that area code and they send that thing. They think that you're going to be not smart and you'll pick up, oh, it's a local number. Who else could it be? It could be a local person. No, you don't know who it is, but they could be in another country and call you. Did you know that? Yeah, there's ways to get around things, and those have figured out how to do it. So be careful. I used to drive home from work, and this woman would always call. She said, hey, how you doing? You okay? I said, okay. I would go along with it. But she knew it wasn't her husband or boyfriend. Why do you keep calling me? Oh, because I know you're not my husband or boyfriend. She already know. Okay. I just want to change something up around here. You can see that logo now. Good. And you can see the background. Okay. Yeah. So you gotta be careful with your computer. Don't take anything for granted, or your phone, because your phone. I don't talk much about Android. I don't know. Maybe a lot of you got iPhones. Okay. Um, Same thing with security. The phone call coming in. You don't know who's calling. You can put it to silent, and nobody can get a hold of you. But those that you put them on the whitelist, they can still call and they'll pop up on your screen and you can answer it because you know who it is. But if you don't know who it is, why are you gonna pick it up? You don't know who it is. That's why I don't give out the number. Say you're buying a vehicle, you don't give out the number to the dealership because they're not gonna listen to you. When you tell them don't call, they call because they figure they can because they want you to buy something. There's a special deal and they want you to get on the deal. And they can contact you by email. And they'll take advantage of that email because they can't get you on the phone. So, and they're desperate to get you on the phone. Desperate for you to come in because you got that deal. Desperate to make that sale. That's how they see you. They see you in desperation. Yeah. It's kind of tough. But again, the phone, be careful. Your email, be careful. Okay? Okay. So the email. Don't click on anything. If you don't recognize it. Another thing, too, if you got YouTube Premium, well, I shouldn't say that one because then they'll learn. I don't want them to learn. I better keep that one quiet. Just be careful. Okay. Everything should be done through your account. Okay. Don't Don't change any billing or anything like that in email. You do it on your account. Nobody should contact you to change or say, "Oh, we didn't get your bill," and a lot of that's going around. So you got to be careful with that. If sometimes your main email gets under the dark web, you got to be careful. It's tough. Just be careful, okay? If you're, you know, hopefully this has helped you, okay? With the smart compose and everything like that. Remember to uncheck everything before you hit uncheck the feature, okay? Turn off the feature before you hit that. Turn off. You have to do it manually, okay? Then turn them off. Same thing. I would start if you have access to your Gmail on your phone. I would go start there first, or you do it on the PC side. Either way, it'll get stopped. Okay. All right. Hey, hey, we're in August now. Okay, that's it.